The third publishing option we're going to look at from Edge Animate is going to be to publish out to OS X and iBooks. Inside of our composition inside of Edge Animate, let's come up to the File menu. Let's come down and choose Publish Settings. So in here, we're going to come down and select the third option, iBooks/OS X. Let's check this. What this is going to do is create a folder with the extension .wdgt. This is the widget format for OS X, and we can use this in OS X's dashboard, and we can also use these to import into iBooks Author to create an interactive textbook for the iPad. So down here we can choose where this is going to be saved, the name of the widget, and this is also going to make use of the poster image. Now as a side note for the poster image, the size of the poster image will determine the size of your widget inside of OS X's dashboard, and it will also determine the size of the stage for the overlay in iBooks Author when you place this in and look at it on your iPad. So if you're using responsive design inside of Edge Animate, you'll want to make sure you size the image appropriately for your final dashboard widget or iBooks Author overlay. Once we have our properties set, let's come over here to the Publish button in the lower left corner. I'm going to click it, and the first dialog box we're going to get is Edge Animate telling us that we have a couple of files that are not supported in iBooks Author. So this is a great feature and really helps to make sure that the file that we're going to be publishing is going to work on our desired platform. So basically what it's telling us here is that we can't use animated GIFs, and we also can't use SVG. So let's click OK here. That's going to cancel us out of the publish settings, and what we need to do now is go get rid of any animated GIFs that we're using in our project. And earlier in the course, we actually created a preloader using one of the animated GIFs. So back in the Properties panel, let's come down to the preloader, let's click Edit, and we'll see that animated GIF sitting on the stage here. Let's come in here, let's select and delete that. And instead of an animated GIF, let's come up here and select the text tool. And let's type loading. Please wait. Let's close the text dialog box. I'll just move this down to the center. We'll change the type to just be light gray. Now we still need to get rid of the animated GIF. So let's come back to the operating system. Let's open up the images directory. Let's come down and find preloader2.gif. Let's delete that. We'll move it to the trash. And we'll also need to delete the background.svg as well, since that's also not supported in iBooks. So let's select the background.svg in the images directory. Let's delete that as well. Let's come back to Edge Animate. Edge is going to alert us that files have been changed. Let's come over here and click Yes. I'm going to grab my document and move it back over. Let's come out of our preloader, so I'm going to come up and click on Stage. I'm going to select the background. I'm going to delete that SVG item, and I have a background.ping we're going to use instead. So let's grab this and drag this onto the stage. Use my command left bracket to move that to the back. And now if I look in the library panel, I don't have any SVGs or any animated GIFs. So let's choose File Save. Again, I'll move this over a little bit so we can see the operating system. Let me close these up. I want to see the Publish folder. Let's come back to Edge. Let's choose File, Publish Settings. Now let's come down and click Publish. iBooks is still selected. Now we have a brand new folder inside of here called iBooks. In the operating system, let's open that up, and we see ready to publish.wdgt. So now we have a widget that we can use in our OS X dashboard, or we can use this in our iBooks Author to create an iBook for the iPad.